Hello Reformers and welcome back to Hand of Fate 2. Now when we left off we had gained a huge amount of fame and we have a huge amount of food and we have no gold. Yes, we're not very rich, but we're rich in everything else, so that's pretty good. Otherwise we were going to head into the Sanctum, but I felt like it might be a maybe better idea to just make camp. And as you can see, yeah, there's a couple of things that are a bit new about this particular camp. And we're going to see what MacLeod has to say as well. You find yourself at a trader's camp. All hail the defender of villagers, the traders cheer. Come, make camp and join us. There we go. So we can cook some food, we can train, we can trained. Yeah, that's what I just said. Change appearance or review mission. Let's cook some food. I want to just get back to full HP and we can't trade anything. It's absolutely worthless. We might as well just break camp. Okay, that was it. Anyway, let's go and continue to the next one.
Choices that make the hero or the villain.
The town crier announces the Empire seeks mercenaries to join the battle against corruption. You seek out the watchtower where recruitment is taking place. You arrive in time to hear Sir Malafowl's plan to wipe out the Paupers district. The outbreak began there, and we cannot risk sparing any of their lives, he says. Sir Malafowl the Green leads the mercenaries to the Pauper district, where the poor and sick have been walled off from the rest of the city. As you hear the wailing of the corrupted, Sir Malafowl gives his command to charge. Haha, okay, so refuse to kill the paupers. Shall we do that? Let's do that. Your refusal does not sit well with the Imperial soldiers. Traitor! One of the soldiers shouts. Imperial soldiers surround you, shackles at the ready. You draw your weapon and prepare for their wrath. I thought it might be quite fun to change things up a little bit, because we have fought the corrupted beforehand, and, well, I mean, that's the thing. There's probably no cure for it, right? There's no cure for the corruption or anything like that, so I guess me doing this is a little bit out of character, I suppose. But yes, MacLeod is not with me, by the way. He's a bit far away at the moment. Ow. Did I really just get hit by that? That was awful. That was really, really bad. Okay, well, let's just try and do a little bit more damage to this guy. Yeah, there we go. That's what we like. As long as I can deal... Yeah, there we go. Boom! That's what we like to see, and now I can eliminate him. Oh, yes, a nice smack to the face. That's what most people need. There we go. And, oh yeah, that's it. Okay, take out the musketeer, and, oh, I really wanted to do my special attack, but he interrupted me just as I was about to do it. How annoying. Okay, well, seems like I'm gonna take a huge amount of damage in this particular fight. I don't know why that happened. I guess I just got caught a bit off guard by the musketeers and how quick they are, actually. Because you don't think that you don't think they're going to be that quick in terms of their melee attack. Fearful of your wrath, the rest of the soldiers retreat. You spot a peasant woman with a child hiding behind some barrels. You lead them past the wall, past gatekeepers who look pointedly in the other direction. Bless your heart, she says, holding back tears. Please accept this token of our appreciation. We gain 7. Wow. Okay, we gain 7 and 5 food. That's absolutely crazy. Okay, so let's make camp real quick. Let's cook some food. We can just... Yeah, this is... I don't know whether this is an... this seems like an overpowered mechanic to me. Because beforehand, in the previous game, you could technically go from one tile to the other and just consume your food. So you could basically go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth on tiles that you had already uncovered. But obviously, considering they've removed that particular function and instead have added the camp function, if you have enough food, you're basically able to stay at 100% HP all the time. I mean, I have 45 food still remaining.
I am torn between my loathing for gnomes and my despair that the world is becoming less strange and arcane as the Empire spreads.
Halt, vile humans! A voice calls out as a dozen small creatures leap from the trees around you. It takes a moment to realize they are gnomes. Dirty, poorly armed gnomes. A few hold spears, but most have only a rock or sharpened stick. We seek arms to defend ourselves, a gnome declares loudly. Hand over some of your equipment and we'll release you. We can even pay you something. I'll give you some food for a helmet, one of the small folk exclaims. No, give me some armor and I'll give you a health potion, chimes in another. The gnomes all loudly shout their own offers, trying to drown each other out. Give them something. Okay, so I can give them the humble hammer. Are you sure you wish to? Yes. You surrender the equipment to the gnomes. Satisfied, they offer payment in return. 10 gold. I don't know how useful this gold is actually going to be, but that's actually pretty nice amounts of gold. The gnomes retreat to the forest with their prize and soon begin fighting over it. You gain 2 fame. Alright, so we're done here, and it is now time to enter the Sanctum.
You have prepared yourself for this battle. Now you must face it, but not alone, perhaps.
It is as the Talus Elder said, MacLeod remarks. The Shaman's Sanctum is protected by a magical barrier. Best you try that hammer. You raise Herethra's ire above your head and bring it down against the magical wall with all your might. The hammer finds its mark, and you are immediately engulfed in a blizzard of snow and ice. The howling winds spin you this way and that, and then vanish, yes, that's what I said, vanish as quickly as they had appeared. Disoriented, you look around for MacLeod, but he is nowhere to be found. You find your bearings and realize you are standing in a forest clearing, covered in newly fallen snow. You step back and bump into something. Turning, you see a towering northern clansman, bald and brutal. It's Patrick Stewart.
Nothing else.
He has brute strength if nothing else. Okay, so there's the Wanderer. He does not flinch, nor seems even the slightest bit interested in you. He stands with weapons drawn and brow lowered. You turn to follow his gaze. Oh my, that's... that's the new companion. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Then you see her, sitting on a throne of wicker and thorns, small straw-plaited charms and oddities hanging from the trees behind her. Before her kneel countless raiders, worshipping their leader in an eerie stillness. It is a Shaman of Frost, Trapper of Frost, and 4 of Frost, and this is our new companion, the Wanderer. The defender of villages and the exiled one, the Shaman says with a hiss. She steps down from her throne. I know why you have come. Let this end. I hope you know how to fight, hero, says the bald northerner calmly. There are more warriors here than we can kill. To defeat a snake, you must cut off its head. You ready your weapon as the Shaman and her clansmen surround you. Alright, so that tells us everything we need to know about the upcoming boss fight. That is to kill the boss itself. Because otherwise, apparently she's going to continue summoning enemies. And that's not very good. Whoa, okay, that's pretty, shall we say, feral. Yes, that's it. Raid leaders are the front line of the Northern Assault, centers of tactical and religious guidance. The Shaman casts spells that heal her allies. Attack her quickly to interrupt the spell. Alright, so I have the Wanderer here. I don't know what he's gonna... What does he give me? Come on. Yeah, there we go. I don't know whether you heard that, but I was just going absolutely crazy on my left joystick there. My left analog stick. Oh dear. I find this actually quite difficult to get free of, I've got to say. So I would say that maybe that could use a little bit of tweaking, but maybe that's just me. I'm maybe just not very good at using that kind of thing. I'm going to try and kill these slingers if I can. Come on now, Wanderer. Don't die now. Okay, come on. Yeah. There we go. That's what we need. Look at that damage. That is some insane damage right there. Okay, she's disappeared once again. Gonna get him up. There we are. Yeah, look at that damage. We're doing so much damage right now thanks to the Wanderer's damage buff. It seems that way, at least. Okay, when she appears... Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna go over here and do some massive damage. Oh, yeah, look at that. And she is down. That is a big hammer to get hit with. I love the ragdolls. The ragdolls are funny as well. But there you go. We defeated the Shaman without too many difficulties. I actually really like the Wanderer as well. Seems to give us a good damage bonus. Obviously, I don't know, Malaclips does have fiery death doom to cast against our enemies, and he also gives us a damage shield, so who knows? Who knows better? Anyway, the Shaman's body writhes as a dark spirit leaves her chest and vanishes into the air. The remaining raiders flee into the forest. As the skies clear, the sun beams down on the colossal warrior that had fought alongside you. I am Colby Owen, he explains. I was born into the northern clans, but I am clanless now. You do not know us, but we were not always like this. Perhaps one day the clans will return to the tradition they have lost, if I could speak. Yes, you have befriended Colby Owen, the Wanderer. Fantastic. You and I have cleared a small part of the stain from my honor this day. If you call, I will answer. He reaches out a massive hand and clasps your forearm. Let us head back and find your friend. And with that, you and Colborn make your way back through the forest in search of Malaclips.
Another card returns to my deck.
Alright, so we're getting the Empress. Let's take a look and see what we're going to be getting for here. For defeating the Shaman of the North, we're going to be getting the Armor of Gluttony, the Ring of Food, Pious Robes, and a Frontier Bar Boot. Okay, Bar Boot, that's it. Fame and Shame, Watchtower, Raiders Ambush, Bridge Skirmish. And for proving yourself a worthy hero, we also gain Herethra's Ire. For befriending Colbjorn, we have Clan Eyebright, as well as the Wanderer itself. I'm also gaining a bunch of other things. For defending all of the villages, we gain Elder's Gift. For clearing out the Rusty Razor, we get the Friendly Innkeeper card. And the last one, for convincing Ira to help Malaclips, the Stolen Ones. There we go. Awesome. There we are. That's really nice. Okay, so we've completed that with a gold, I think. Yes, with a gold. That's good.
You understand the basic rules of the game now. From here, they will change.
Ah, yes, isn't that wonderful? It's one of those games that is just like, oh, so you've learned kind of how to play the game now? Ah, too bad. We're gonna change the rules now. Yeah, that's what they do, which is fine. I don't mind that at all. I think that's fun. Anyway, let's go and do the Emperor challenge next. And I'm kind of thinking I should just do recommended. I feel like recommended might be quite fun. So let's do that again. See how that goes. If it doesn't go too well, then so be it.
These foes I place before you, these rules, I do not know truly if they will train you for the challenges that Callus will place in your way. Of course, we know how this part of the story ends. The Emperor is merely the face on the throne. Behind him, the usurper pulls the strings. The one who sits upon the throne of life and death has a great influence upon the world. Their very soul permeates the lands and fills the hearts of the people.
The shrill voice of the town crier rings out across the market square. The Emperor himself seeks adventurers guild members' urgent expedition vital to the safety of the Empire. You spot a crowd of travelers weighed down with weapons and tools, lingering nearby. The Empire is offering a reward just to set off on the expedition, even more if we make it back. That's how desperate they are for help. The dealer adds a gold counter to the map. Alright, oh that's pretty cool. Okay, so we just gained 10 gold.
Not ask for much, but in the end they take everything.
On arriving at the gates of the royal palace, an armed escort leads you directly to the Emperor's chambers. The Empress remains still and silent as his chief counsel lays out the expedition. Few relics from the last age still endure in this world. We had one in this very room until last night. She gestures to an empty pedestal. Not only must you reclaim the stolen symbol of our power, we ask that you gather its 3 symboling relics. Okay. Ask who stole the artifact. The evidence suggests a thief. They seized on a weak spot in our guard's schedule. There are many treasures in the palace. It is curious that this is all they stole. Examine the pedestal. An ornate pillow sits atop a stone pillar. In the dust, you make out the shape of a jagged blade. It was a ceremonial sword. It sat for decades under our protection. We're not protecting it, you understand. We're protecting those who would try to possess it. The blade is cursed. Its venom strikes both wielder and foe in equal measure. Aha, interesting, okay. Hold, adventurer. It took skilled and dangerous thieves to steal the artifact. We need to ensure you'll be safe out there. See our training officer on the way out. I thought this level was a little bit too small.
Notice that themes repeat themselves. Events too. The wheel ever turns.
You are greeted by Captain Estrella Fyhrr. Thieves are cowards at heart. They will dodge your heaviest attacks just as they dodge their civic duty. A swift blade is best to defeat them. Here, try these out. And we're getting dual-wielding weapons. Ah, that is something I would be very interested in using.
Use every tool at your disposal.
Okay, so they are weak against... What
Things lie.
is going on here? This is very different from what we are used to. I'm excited about this. Or am I? Yes. Your quest takes you far away from the city. Vast wildlands stretch out before you. Your companion reminds you of the Emperor's mission. One relic was stolen by brazen thieves. Another is in the clutches of a shady merchant. One is enshrined in a tiny northern village. As for the last, Colborne shrugs, who knows? Find the 4 relics, deliver them to the Empire safely. Right. And these guys all move around, so are we playing Monopoly now? Because it looks like that.
A moment
Oh
of
dear.
peace on your travels. Savor it.
The wilds are welcoming, their bounty plentiful. You find some lost equipment discarded on the path. You don't know if it was abandoned through accident or foul play. We gain some equipment.
To use this, you will need...
And we need 3 fame for that. Okay, well we don't have that just yet.
And so we see the home of the Northerner, and his reasons for leaving.
Ah, here we go. Okay, so it requires 1 blessing. Unfortunately, we don't have that either. Colby Owen returns to his home village to partake in Toil, the ritual cleaning of his people's ancestral grave mounds. He invites you to accompany him. Unfortunately, I'm not able to because I don't have a blessing, so I have to politely decline this time around. Maybe I can return there at a later point once I have a blessing.
Even peace hides steel within.
The wilds are home to many a rebel, criminal, and beast. One-handed weapons, yeah, I don't really care. I think dual-wield should be fine for this particular endeavor. I'm interested to see how the dual-wield weapons actually respond, because that's the first time, I believe, that we have ever had the opportunity to use dual-wield weapons in Hand of Fate. So it should be really fun. Oh, it seems like Colby Owen is also using dual-wield. Colby Owen, his family lost, his clan turned against him. Colby Owen has traveled south in search of meaning. When activated, Colby Owen performs a charging attack that causes stun and may knock down weakened enemies. Stay close to charge his ability faster. Is that literally it? I thought he gave me a damage boost. Okay, let's charge. Oh, are you serious? Okay, I'm just gonna wait until someone hits me, really. That thing is way too annoying to stop, you know what I mean? To stop and just do that jaggedy, pokety thing with the joystick, or the analog stick in this case. Okay, so now I can do a special attack. There we go. Ooh, look at that. That is amazing. Wow, I'm really, really happy with the dual wield, actually. I think that is really, really fun. Okay, let's do... Oh, I wanted to do a finishing attack on this, but unfortunately was not able to in time. There's one. Can I get another one? Yep, there's another one down. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now I can do a rather nice attack. Oh, Colby Owen has already... Oh, no, he hasn't killed it. Oh, look at all the damage. Ho ho ho, there we go. We have an amazing offense right now, because obviously Colby Owen can just knock everyone down, stun them and everything, and we can just go in there with dual wield and absolutely massacre everyone. Fantastic. We also now have 4 fame, so we can now equip the ring. That's great. With the battle resolved, you scavenge what you can from the remains. Some more equipment. Winter's Bane. Winter's Bane is a, what? One-handed weapon. Perform a powerful strike that causes knockdown to Northerners. Enemies in knockdown can be defeated with a finisher. That's pretty decent, but I actually really like the blades we're currently using, so I'm not going to equip Winter's Bane right now. Maybe we are at a later point. Alright, so we really need some food. Can you tell?
Inattention leads to disaster. Not every inch of the wilderness is peaceful.
The wilds are sometimes treacherous and harmful. While traversing a dangerous cliff face, you slip and lose your footing. Though relatively unharmed, the same cannot be said for the traveler's pack that broke your fall. Lose one equipment. Okay. I don't really mind losing the ring anyway. It's not really a big deal. Okay, you pluck some juicy wild berries from a thorn-covered thicket. The realization they are poisonous arrives far too late. Lose 5 life. Is that it? Okay, I'm absolutely fine with that.
There is little I can say that will stop an adventurer pilfering ancient artifacts.
The village of Derp Niche is unremarkable, save for a tiny, near-forgotten shrine. Here you find another relic resting on a dusty altar. An old woman greets you. I see you are interested in our relic. Local legends tell of a time when a great hero will come to collect it. Until then, it remains here under our watch. Claim that you are the hero. The woman scoffs. You are not the hero we were promised, though I do sense greatness within you, a spark of nobility. Return to us when your soul burns brightly, and we require 15 fame. Okay, I'm gonna have to leave then. You leave the temple behind, planning to return once you've achieved greater fame, or are better prepared for a fight. I don't really want to steal it from them. I feel like that might be a bit much.
Your supplies are running low. Make your choices carefully.
Light weapons are weakest against Empire armor. Oh, really? Oh, I'm actually kind of sad now. Okay, so I guess I'm just going to switch out to Winter's Bane then. I actually have a number of different things, but I'm just gonna switch out to Winter's Bane then, I guess. Alright, let's do it. I don't know, I kind of want to use my dual-wielding weapons all the time. They're just really fun to use. They're really fast, they do a lot of damage, you know, pretty nice. I mean, they do 8 damage per hit, and you hit with both of them each time. So, well, never mind. It gives us a good chance to try out a new weapon anyway. Used to defend those in need, Winter's Bane. Alright, let's do this. Gonna try and kill the musketeers first, of course. Ow. Could you not? I'd appreciate it if you could just leave me alone. That would be nice. Ow. That always happens to me. Yes, stun him. Yes, more damage, more damage. Ah, then we got hit. Of course. That's what we like. That is what we like to see. Let's dodge that, and maybe I could... Oh, I really wanted to do my special move right there. Oh well, too late, too late. There we go. Okay, so I see what Colby Owen actually does now, because whenever he dazes them, or knocks them down, or stuns them, or whatever the case may be, you could then deal extra damage to the opponent, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so we gain 4 fame once again, so we're almost there. Oh, look at that, we're gaining 2 more things. I'm going to take Berserker's Creed. That sounds like a really fun thing to use. Yes, I would like to equip that.
Our rage grants is often misunderstood.
Ooh, yeah, there we go. Give me that 5 food. That's fantastic. All right. Well, with that, I'm going to be ending this episode off here. Next time, we're going to continue exploring the wilds. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.